be lots to photograph. You'll find me in the crowd when you want.
I'm sorry.
No. Yes, what would you like?
What's your name, please?
My name is David Hoffman.
Yeah, and where are you from?
Levaya in Gush Katif.
And I'd like it if you could make a public statement about what you would like to express.
I think the general feeling, the overall feeling for most people who lived in Gush Katif, in the settlements, the shtakim, is that of betrayal. We feel we've been betrayed by our government.
And why do you feel like that?
Well, we were initially set up there 34 years ago to make that part of Eretz Yisrael flower. We did. We were very productive. We produced 15% of all the agriculture in the country. We took empty sand dunes and we made flourishing communities. And there were 3 generations of people there. And then on the whim of our dictator, we were pulled out.
And could you describe the conditions that you, or how you've been resettled? Or
We haven't been resettled. There are really no provisions now. They put all their energy into pulling us out, and absolutely none into which they thought those things that they thought might happen after. On making inquiry, they have actually said to us, "Do you not have family and friends to live with?" This is what they say to someone. I've been there 12 years. I have friends who have been there over 30 years.
Because it's my understanding that most of the people are staying at a few hotels and
Yes,
the bus station.
yes, we're staying in hotels sprinkled around the city, 3 of which are by the bus station. That's right. And the Shara Yerushalayim, the gates of Jerusalem. Yes, and also the Shalom. But the Hyatt and the Shalom are not near the bus station. And there's 1 or 2 more I'm not familiar with. Our particular hotel, which need not be mentioned, is not exactly a 5-star establishment, and the food is just lousy. They're paying for it. We think there are no clear lines in this, but the understanding is that the government is paying for our stay at the hotel. I'm sorry, this man is very loud behind me. If you'd like to step over there. Excuse me?
Anybody else here that you know?
We had 43 graves in our cemetery in Gush Katif after 34 years. Unfortunately, many of them were murdered by terrorists. Unfortunately, a very large number of them were young people who were murdered by terrorists. They have to be uprooted because the people with whom our government feels that they're going to make peace will not even allow Jewish bones to rest in cemeteries. I feel this is an unfortunate precedent that will be set all over the world. I think this will cause tremendous grief to Jews all over the world if our government allows the destruction of Bet Knessets, of synagogues, and the destruction of cemeteries. The Gush is now Judenrein, and the country is going to have to bear the burden of its guilt for having done that. And there is guilt, both for the army and the police. The army less than the police because these are callow youths, 20 years old, and they're told what to do. But the police were paid. With them it was a job, and that makes them, someone who takes money for something like this makes them very unsavory. People are able to say, no, this is not a good idea, I will not do it, but nobody said that. What will I have some more stuff to say? Okay. Actually, the events of the past week, or the past 2 weeks now, are somewhat interesting. They prove beyond doubt that the Gaza is Jewish. After all, we have one Jew saying it's mine, I want to keep it, and one Jew saying it's mine, I want to give it away. And so that obviously means that the Gush is Jewish, that Gaza is Jewish. You cannot give away something that's not yours.
What about the fact that there was no national referendum?
No, this is a dictatorship. Our country, Israel, actually runs on bread and circus. There are no checks and balances in this government. There's no way in which someone like Sharon can be stopped. What he did was marginally legal in that it was all within the confines of the law, but he simply disregarded the spirit of the law. They use the word democracy a lot here. It absolutely is not a democracy. Everything from preventive detention by the police to what they did with us. I still have contracts on the land where my house was for 98 years, and of course the contract is now null and void because the government decided it wouldn't honor it. There's no due process of law like there is in the United States.